What's up, everyone? Just wanted to talk about my RODI unit here and what I recently did with it to make making DI water really easy. So when I first ordered the Aqua FX Barracuda, I didn't have it installed anywhere, and I pretty much was just kind of like stashing it somewhere and then taking it when I wanted to make water, and I didn't really like that because I just felt like you know, something bad was gonna happen to it just because it wasn't stored properly. And then, you know, I was often like leaving it on the kitchen counter, and my wife would get mad at me, and then she'd stick it somewhere, and I wouldn't like where she put it. And I didn't really want it in the garage because I was concerned about the really low temperatures in there. So I just figured, you know what? I just want to do something that's gonna make making water a lot easier. So I remembered seeing a bunch of people who tap directly into their the water lines for their washers. I said, you know what, I'm gonna do it. It seems easy enough. So I went to Home Depot and basically got this like garden hose splitter, and you can see it has you know, the valve cut off right there for the RODI, and then that just goes directly into my washer, so that stays open all the time. And this is the cold water line, and so when I want to make water, I just open this, and it, you know, the water goes through this tube into the DI unit there. And all I did was use my little magnetic stud finder right there. There's, as you can see, a stud right here. And so I had this scrap wood laying around, and so I just put like 2 screws in right there on that stud, and then these screws right here go through the wood into the drywall. So I put it a little bit longer just because I figured the more area that, you know, the weight is displaced, the better. And the only kind of thing that I didn't think about beforehand was obviously how far this sticks out, especially with this piece of wood right here. So it was wanting to, if you could imagine, like pull back in kind of like that. So it was like twisting this right here. That was just kind of like I didn't really envision that when I was planning this. And so I didn't really like that, the way he was tweaking this. So all I did, and this is kind of temporary, but I took a piece of a 2x4 that I had extra and stuck it behind there, and then I just put a washcloth over it just to disguise it for right now until I think of something better. And what that does is it allows, pretty much it allows the unit to maintain kind of like its original. Like, it's pretty much like it's standing up, versus before these were hanging back this way, which was putting a lot of stress right here and pulling this back. So what I probably should have done is maybe use a wider piece of wood right there that comes down to there, and then either way I probably would have to have like a 2x4 or something here to support this, so it's not pulling back as much. But it's super easy, you know, rather than going to my garage and digging around and pulling this out, and I don't have to worry about any sort of damage to it. It's not gonna freeze. I don't think my garage doesn't freeze anyway, but it gets really cold out there, and I just didn't want any damage to this. And then, so I have my product line right here that I can just, you know, bring down here. As you can see, I have 2 jugs right there that I use for just like top off. I can just stick it right in there, set a timer. When I want to make water, just turn this right here, open that valve. And then the only thing that I have left to figure out is I kind of have a atypical unit right here, as far as this drain line makes it is completely snug in the drain like hole there, for lack of a better term. So this waistline, I had it right here, and it was, you know, the wastewater was coming out, but this drain hose is so tight in that hole that this water isn't even able to get in there. So the only kind of thing that is kind of a pain is that when I want to make water, I have to pull this drain hose out and kind of set it off to the side. That way that water can go in there. And the only, you know, downside of that is say I just walk away and I'm done, and, you know, I have my water. Well, if my wife comes in after me and does laundry, and this drain hose is just sitting off to the side, all that water is just going to drain out onto the floor. So that's not ideal, because history has proven to me that if something can go wrong, or if I can forget to do something, I will forget to do it. So I want to perhaps, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit there. I want to maybe like drill like a hole right there, because that's like hard plastic. Just drill a hole and just take this waistline and just shove it in that hole. So I can easily make good, clean, pure DI water for my saltwater tank. My fish are happy, my tank is happy. So the key to this video is don't live with headaches, simplify your routines, make things easier for you, because if it's hard, you're not going to keep doing it. And you're going to start cutting corners. So that's all I got. If you have any questions, comments, leave them in the comment section below. I try to respond to everyone. And as always, if you like the video, I always appreciate a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this or more videos about my tanks, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys later.